Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to do a quick video about choosing a text editor. So before we get started, let's go ahead and open our software center. Our software manager, I'm sorry. That's going to take a second to open up. Sorry, I've been going through some power outages today, so everything's been up and down. But we've got our software center up here. Let's just go ahead and type text for text editor. Now, one thing you can consider as you know, what's your needs, right? Like if you wanted to write scripts, do some programming or whatever, you could use the IDE that's available in your programming language. Like say for Pascal, we could use Lazarus. For Python, we can use the Python IDE, the integrated development environment. And that's just kind of a text editor runtime thing all in together, right? But say you just want to write bash scripts or do some basic scripting. Now me being an old guy, I use a lot of the text-based editors, and if you look on here you can see one Nano, right? Or VI or Vim or whatever. You just open a terminal, you type VI space file name, and you start going through the motions there, right? So a lot of people, they want a more graphical type text editor, right? And on my Mac I used to use Atom. Well, Atom's being sunsetted, so I got to find a new one. So I think what I'm going to do is go back to Sublime, and I went ahead and already got that installed. Let's just pull that up. There's a lot of other options though. If you want to go in here, you can go into gedit, which is like a GNOME edit environment, I would guess that you would call it. There's this thing called Kate, Zim, Recall. Like, there's so many out there. So it depends on, you know, what your needs are and what you want to do. When I write simple bash scripts, sometimes I'll use Sublime. Sometimes I'll just go in and do VI space, make a file, save it, make it executable, and all that good stuff. So we're going to do some more of that on this channel, some of these scripts that we're making. We're going to try to get into Pascal a little bit and do a little SSH modules and get into doing some automation around the house. But anyway, so let's find a good editor. Sublime, I think, is what we're going to go for to replace Atom. As I make this switch from Mac over to Linux, Atom was a great tool. I really loved it, but ended up basically just getting sunsetted, right? They didn't want to deal with development anymore. So I don't know about Sublime. We'll have to dig into that a little bit, but right now Sublime's going to be what I install on here. I know a lot of dev people I know use Sublime Text, but let's just look at it real quick. We can open up and type Sublime, and there it is. And this is going to take a second to start here. Let me get a... So here we are with the details about it. Looks like that one's not been going since November 2022, which isn't that long ago. We're in February. I guess it just turned March right now. So nothing that says it's being sunsetted, so I think we're good. And another thing you can do is, oops, somehow I got on mouse pad, is you can go back in here and you can click on this, and it will tell you a little bit about it, give you some reviews on if you really want to use it or not. But it doesn't have a lot of details on it, so you kind of have to be somewhat familiar with it. So if I look over here, let me go ahead and take that out. Here's a sample Python program, I believe. Oh no, I'm sorry, this is a Python program, excuse me, that I wrote just playing around. So it really is just a text editor. There are some options you can set in this. We won't go into that today. I think it will help auto-detect your language or whatever. But you could use this for, it's just a good general utility text editor, right? So I think as we make this switch, we're going to go from Atom to Sublime. We're going to see a little bit how this plays out. Again, like I said, me being old, I use a lot of the text tools just to write for basic scripting. I think eventually I'm probably going to use the Lazarus runtime environment for Pascal. It's just kind of up in the air, but I think for now Sublime may be my choice for this system. Again, replacing Atom, which is being sunsetted, which is too bad. I really liked Atom. It was fun. Anyway, I think that's how we're going to call this one today, guys. Just another update in the switch from Mac to Linux, and how we're doing. It's been working great. I love it. I love Linux. I can get everything done as far as YouTube goes, you know, my watches, my selling, and all that stuff. It works perfectly, right? I do my printing to my Canon printer. Maybe I'll do a video on that. It's like just doing printing. I mean, it was just automatic. It was just like using Windows. I plugged my printer into the USB port and bam, it's working, and I can print to it. And I share it on the network, so the other Windows machines and such can print to it. So yeah, the switch has been really good. I can't say any really bad things about it. So anyway, Sublime Text, we're going with that for now. Check it out. See what one is your favorite. Let me know in the comments down below. What do you use? What do you love to use? And why do you love to use it, right? I see a lot of people say, well, I use this, but they don't really say why, right? I think I had a comment where it says, I try to stay away from KDE stuff. Okay, well, tell me why, right? Because I'd love to hear it, love to get educated on it. Anyway, that's all we have for today, guys. Thanks for watching. We will see you next time.